I would like to say a few words about using food reward in a good way with the horse. Oftentimes, I see people run into trouble when they start to use food reward. The horse becomes very pushy and nippy and really starts to crowd them. Food reward can be very beneficial in training, really accelerate learning, but it has to be done in the right way. Okay, the horse needs to have a good understanding about personal space, and especially you need to be good and confident about communicating about your personal space. Food reward will amplify the behavior that just occurred right before you gave the treat. And this is why, now he kind of comes always closer. And if I give him a treat when he elongates his nose and tries to kind of search my pocket, like now, if I would have given the treat now, I would teach him to search my pockets. Okay, and this is exactly the problem a lot of people run into. They practice something with the horse gives a good response, and then they're super happy. The horse starts to kind of search the pocket for the treat in anticipation, and then they give the treat when the horse's nose is right next to the pocket. And this is how they end up with the horse. It constantly crowds them, and it gets worse and worse. So what I have taught my horses before I ever started to use food reward in training, Maserati learned this when he was 2 years old, that when I want to give a treat, that they back up to receive the treat, that they give me actually space. And sometimes they need a little reminder of that. I have the treat in my hand. He saw me reach in the pocket, asking to back up. Good. Yes. Good, Mazzy man. They even show the treat. Good boy. Yes. And then I go to the horse and then reach him the treat right to his mouth. This is a really important little detail. You really want to reach the treat to your horse's mouth so your horse does not have to make the nose long to search the treat. And this is how you avoid this, searching on you for treats. Good boy. Yes. So you want to be very obvious, reaching for the treat. Show the treat. Now even looks away. Good boy. Super. Ask for the backup. Good. Yes. Superman. And of course, Maserati knows it since a long time, and he has a very good backup because I kind of taught him the backup like this. If you have a horse that is seriously pushy, you can practice this at first over a stall door, for example. That the horse can just not invade your personal space and push on you. And then your horse will come out to the stall door and kind of really barge over with his head and neck, and you have a stick and you ask the horse to back off, and then you reward and you reach the treat when the horse has his nose inside the stall. And once you get this more and more solid, and then you can also do this without the stall door as a protective barrier between the two of you. But it is so important that you teach good manners around food if you want to use food reward in a safe and productive way. Otherwise, you might end up with a horse that gets very nippy, starts to crowd and push on you, and it's gonna be no fun. And just another word, yes, I'm using a lot of food reward in those videos, but you don't have to, Also, scratches work super well. You don't have to use food reward just because I am using food reward. You can use scratches, you can use verbal praise, and I think the strongest reward for horses anyway is to feel that you are sincerely happy and proud about your horse. This is the strongest motivator for a horse. It just feels good to have a happy human, right? Okay, I hope these tips help you to use food reward in a productive way and to have a horse that stays polite when you use food reward. Amazing man, yes. You're such a munchkin.